I'm Brian Chalo, pursuing Bachelor's of Science in Nursing at Uzima
Hi
University.
everyone, my name is Eda from Kenya. I am a youth minister and a third-year philosophy student at the Consolata Institute of Philosophy.
My name is Paul Ngala Chibungu, pursuing Bachelor of Science in Clinical Medicine and Surgery at Uzima University.
Greetings, I'm Maureen Shinjiri, a student at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, pursuing education in geography and Kiswahili.
What I understand about the Synod is that the Church recognizes the need for all people to work together as a family of God in these spiritual awakening moments of our lives. To be in a family means that you matter. It means that you are loved, you are cared for, you are cherished, and you are fully forgiven. Just like in the story of the parable of the lost sheep, we see the loving shepherd leaving the 99 sheep behind in search for the one lost sheep. God knows each one of us by name and loves each one of us in equal measure. And this is the kind of love He expects from each one of us, to love one another, to care for one another, and to look out for our lost brothers and sisters and bring them back home. My hope and prayer is that all people will be encouraged to participate in this worthy process of building this family of God, despite us coming from different cultural and economic backgrounds. This will make us be understanding and accommodating of one another, which will help in clearing barriers of dialogue and build bridges of peace, for we certainly live in a global village. My biggest motivation is that the youth in Africa are not left behind in this evangelization process. When I look around, what I see is despair and a poverty of spirit in many young people in Africa. This is mainly because of the difficult economic situations in Africa, as well as the search for identity. I believe if we work together in a fruitful and constructive dialogue, the youth in Africa will find a newly founded hope in Jesus Christ, in which in Him we live and move and have our being. Thank you.
Medical causes. We are grateful to have been given the opportunity to actively participate in the Pope's meeting on Synod of Synodality. We are also thanking our Kenyan team leaders for having taken us through a series of discussions on the themes that were sent by His Holiness Pope Francis. We are eagerly waiting to hear from our Pope and the youths all over the world on building bridges on the gaps that have been existing between the rich and the poor, between the old and the young, between the righteous and the sinners. We all long to live in a peaceful world, a world where we all actively participate in carrying out our roles in order to live the gospel life. I pray for the success of the D-Day. May God bless our Pope abundantly. Thank you. May God bless you.
From the Building Bridges initiative by the Pope, I was privileged to be in the cohort, in the GABA cohort, and what I've learned as a youth, I've been able to widen my mind as a youth, both spiritually and also academically. I've been able to lay strongholds in my Catholic perspective, and also I've been able to learn and know about the ills, both social, economic, and political ills affecting youth, not only in the African continent, but also in the overseas countries. And from what we have learned as GABA cohort, we are able to tackle these challenges as they come. We are also encouraged as youths to follow Jesus Christ's steps in whatever we are doing and in all our endeavors, more especially as from the book of Luke, when Jesus used 5 loaves of bread and 1 fish to manifest His miraculous powers.
The news that the Pope was set to virtually meet the youth from Africa region was received with honor. And in pursuit to make it a success, Uzima University Cohort set and agreed upon a theme, preservation of human dignity, which we saw that the Pope was to address about how human dignity was to be preserved. But upon a series of meetings with other African people, and especially Kenya, we came up with a consolidated theme, which was human governance. And this governance entails three things. There's the political governance, the family governance, and the church governance. With a political governance that is ruined, with broken families, with failing churches, eventually human dignity will be compromised. In political governance, what entails political governance? The safety of its people, the security of its people, the sustainability of these people, the progress of these people. At the church upheld the spiritual well-being of its people by upholding a pure doctrine, the doctrine set by Jesus Christ, by doing what God stipulates and bringing God down on earth spiritually. At the family, it is where our youths, especially our youths, our family members, bring up and they are instilled with moral virtues that help in governance, the moral virtues of charity, love, peace, and coexistence in harmony. Upon consolidation of these three political aspects, the political governance, the family governance, and the church governance, I'm set and convinced that we will have a progressive, united, harmonious, and obviously loving nation. We are eagerly, as Uzima University, and a bigger part of the Kenya fraternity, as we wait for the Pope to give us his message and advise us on how we should consolidate the three aspects to bring a good governance that will eventually yield to a preserved human dignity and doing what we are set to do to achieve what God wants us to do on earth.
In the spirit of Ubuntu, or the spirit of Ujamaa, which is the African spirit of family, and of course guided by the Holy Spirit, the youth in Africa will find a newly founded hope in Jesus Christ, in which in Him we live and move and have our...
What I've learned as a youth, I've been able to widen my mind as a youth, both spiritually and also academically.
We are grateful to have been given the opportunity to actively participate in the Pope's meeting on Synod of Synodality.
Thank you, and God bless us.